Okay, what up, Grind fam? Welcome back to All Legal Fetti Presents. It's your man, All Legal Fetti, and today we're talking about something I think we all struggle with, no matter how long we've been hustling. I'm going to talk about failure. Listen, I know you might be thinking, Fetti, why the hell are we going to talk about failure? I don't need that negativity in my life. Trust me, if you're trying to build something, you're going to face failure at some point. Even the most successful entrepreneurs have faced it. See, the key is not avoiding failure because that's impossible. The key is learning how to bounce back from it and using it to level up. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can turn failure from something that feels like a punch to the gut into the fuel that pushes you forward. I know failure doesn't feel good. Trust me, I've been there. When you work hard, you put in the time, you have the vision, and then out of nowhere, boop, it all falls apart. You hit like a roadblock. You lose money, or you launch something that just doesn't take off. It's frustrating. It feels like you're back at square one. It feels like you wasted your time or something. But here's the thing. Failure is a part of the process. It's actually a sign that you're trying. If you're not failing, you're probably not taking enough risk. The truth is, every entrepreneur worth their salt has failed at some point. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple. Oprah got fired from her first TV job. Shit, even Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team. You know what they all have in common, other than massive amounts of money? They didn't quit. What makes failure so tough, though, is that it makes us feel like we're not good enough. It feels personal, but it's not about you as a person, it's about the idea, the strategy, or the timing in this case. The trick is to learn from it, tweak your approach, and keep it moving. We cannot afford to let one setback dictate our journey. Hit a roadblock in your hustle? You don't need to face it alone. Introducing Talk to Him NYC Bounce Back, the app designed to help you get back on track after a setback. With expert advice, motivational tips, and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, Talk to Him NYC Bounce Back is the support system you need when failure hits. Download Talk to Him NYC Bounce Back today and turn your setbacks into comebacks. Okay, how do we bounce back? How do we go from failure to success? Let me give you a few strategies for failing forward. The art of learning from your mistakes and coming back stronger. I'm going to break it down in a few steps. Step 1, analyze what went wrong. First things first, don't just ignore it or sweep it under the rug. Take a moment to really analyze what happened. Was it the product? Was it your marketing? Was it your timing? Be honest with yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. This is about growth, and growth requires a little self-reflection. Once you know what went wrong, you can pivot and figure out how to fix it. Step 2, accept responsibility without beating yourself up. Here's the hard part. Owning up to your mistakes. But listen, I'm not saying you need to beat yourself up over it. Accountability is key, but don't let it turn into self-sabotage. You're not perfect. No one is. It's about owning your part of the failure and learning from it. When you accept responsibility, you can take control of the situation and empower yourself to make better decisions moving forward. Step 3, never trust all right, I'm joking. Use failure as motivation. Once you learn from it, use that failure as fuel. It might sting for a minute, but don't let it stop you. Use it to drive you harder, but make smarter decisions and show the world that you're not a quitter. Trust me, failure can be your greatest motivator if you let it. Step 4, this is my favorite. Do not compare your journey to others. See, one of the biggest traps in entrepreneurship is comparing your journey to someone else's. You might look at someone who's crushing it and feel like, damn, I'm falling behind. I want you to remember, they probably failed a few times too, and those failures are what got them to where they are. Focus on your path and embrace your own pace. Your hustle is unique to you. You need help staying motivated after a setback? Meet Talk to Him NYC Fuel Up, the app that turns your failures into fuel for your next move. With personalized goal tracking, motivational podcasts, and success stories from people who've been through it all. Talk to Him NYC Fuel Up keeps you moving forward no matter what. Try Talk to Him NYC Fuel Up for free today at talktohimnycfuelupapp.com. All right, look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never failed. Matter of factly, I've had more failures than I can count. And I'm going to share a few with you right now just so you know I'm speaking from experience. I remember when I first started my business, Talk to Him NYC, I had this brilliant idea, or so I thought. I went all in. I poured every dime I had into it. And I launched it with the highest of hopes. And guess what? Crickets. Nobody believed in it. Nobody bought in it. It was devastating. I thought, damn, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should just stick to my 9-to-5 grind. But instead of quitting, I took a step back, I looked at my approach, and realized I had missed a few key things. First, my target audience wasn't clear. Still isn't. Second, I had no marketing apps whatsoever. And third, I had failed to test the product before launching it. It wasn't a failure of the idea, it was a failure of execution. So what did I do? I changed my strategy. I refined my target market, and I tried again. This time with a more targeted approach. I'm not going to give you the sauce. And you know what? It worked. Slowly but surely, the customers started coming in. That failure taught me so much about what it takes to build a business, and it made me a better entrepreneur in the long run. But here's the thing. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about what you do with it. Failure is just a lesson in disguise, and when you learn from that, that's when you start winning. If you're looking to bounce back stronger after your failure, try Talk to Him NYC Resilient Mind, the app that helps you shift your mindset and keep pushing even when things go wrong. With guided exercises, mindset tools, and a community of resilient entrepreneurs, Talk to Him NYC Resilient Mind helps you stay focused on the prize. Download Talk to Him NYC Resilient Mind today and start building your mental strength. All right, Grind fam. Before I wrap this one up, I want to leave you with this. You will fail. But don't let that be the end of the story. Every successful entrepreneur has had their setbacks, their missteps, and their failures. The real difference between the people who make it and the people who don't is that the successful ones keep going. So when you hit that wall, don't throw it in the towel. Use it as an opportunity to pivot, to grow, to improve. Come back stronger. Your failures are not your identity. They're just part of your journey. If we learn from them, we grow from them and keep it moving. One could say if you're not failing, you're not hustling. And as always, hit me up with your thoughts or questions, drop a comment, DM me on social or whatever. Let's keep this conversation. I'll catch you next time. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and remember, failure is just a lesson in disguise. Do remember, not just the grind, but the growth. Peace.